didn't live there, so it's not like I knew anybody specifically there, but just maybe the human factor, the fact that, you know, I've been poor, I've lived in public housing, not so much public housing, but like HUD housing,
right?
Stuff like that before. I'm pretty much in that tax bracket now that if something happened, the government probably wouldn't give a fuck about me because we've seen the same thing, or at least similar again with Katrina. Correct. Even though our government did, they just dragged their ass, but they did eventually come and quote unquote help them or whatever the hell and crazy shit they did, but they showed up. Right. These people, they government still mum's the word, bitch. They haven't heard from no one. Yeah. And this was last Wednesday.
And we already know who's in power.
The Lizard Queen.
The Lizard Queen and, you know, a bunch of old pasty-ass white men. You know, that look like lepers and shit. That basically are running the country, you know, and have no sense of morality or God or, you know, they try to act like they do, but again.
They don't. It's an act.
It's an act.
Those people are devil worshippers.
Correct.
They devil worshippers, and just like in American Horror Story Coven, where that chick was gutting her slaves and using their pancreas or whatever to put on her damn face to keep looking young, these bitches do that. That's why there's missing children. And I might sound crazy to whoever, bitch, but you explain it to me another way then. Make that shit make sense to me. That it's not that. All these missing damn people, missing children. You trying to tell me they're not doing... I'm not trying to say they wiping blood on their face, but I think it's some scientific lab shit. Right. That they're doing something, bitch. Don't try to tell me. Then that pizza stuff came out and all them pictures of them children. Bitch, get by. Right. Call me crazy if you want, bitch. Explain all that to me and make it make sense then in some other way. Otherwise, I'm going to keep damn believing it. They're doing something. That's why that bitch still alive. She like 90-something years old. The queen. Right. Why they live so long? Like that other dude, the one that just...
Why they live so long?
Bro, why they live so long? For real. The dude that... What was he? Rockefeller? Is that who just died?
Yeah, I think...
That old nasty looking...
Yeah.
That nigga, how old...
I think he had like 5 heart transplants.
Okay, bitch, like what the fuck?
This nigga was just getting...
The fucking bionic man? Oh, nasty ass. That nigga looked dead. Like he was already dead. Yeah, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like he was rotten. But they had him like on some shit. Right. Where he was like animated. Right. Yeah, this shit was crazy, bro.
Brain injection.
I don't trust them, bro. Like, I might not really buy into all that Illuminati, like the way they explain it on YouTube, but there is something going on, and them people are onto something. They just go too far left. All over the place. Yeah. But there's something going on, and I think it's spiritual, and I think there's witchcraft and spells and blood and sacrifices and shit. I think it's real.
Dark energy.
And all that fucking in the booty shit and fucking goats and eating shit. I think they do all that. I believe that.
Dark energy.
But not sorry, nigga. Yeah. I ain't sorry. Y'all nasty.
It's knowing how to summon it.
Y'all nasty as fuck. That Pizzagate stuff, y'all nasty, bitch. Y'all nasty. Y'all going to hell. Child, yes. But my heart really goes out to all of those people over in Brixton that were affected directly, indirectly, however, by Grenfell Towers. The survivors, the people who passed, my heart breaks to think about their final moments. That's a fucked up way to go.
Terrible.
I feel awful. God bless them. I hope these people get some kind of justice. We might not see how it'll happen right now, but that don't mean it won't. God can do anything. And God don't like ugly. And this, my friends, is ugly as hell. Okay? Ugly. Ugly. Don't turn your heads to this. Just because it's overseas doesn't mean it don't matter. Don't make it less of a thing. Pay attention. Look around you. Shit happens in patterns. Yeah. Just because it's over there don't mean it can't happen here. And just because it happened over there in the ghetto don't mean it can't happen here in the burbs, baby. We are back and right on time for this karma letter. Let's bust this out real quick so we can get the hell up out of here. Today, our karma letter comes from Here We Go Again. We're going to get through this. Dear Utre, I hope you can help. I broke up with my longtime boyfriend a little more than 2 years ago. I had a great year of being single and hanging out with friends after we broke up, and then I moved to Boston from the West Coast to start fresh with a new job and new surroundings. I've been online dating off and on. Sometimes I get a little overwhelmed or discouraged, so I get offline in order to refocus. I would say I have a healthy amount of self-confidence and am fairly mature. About 2 weeks ago, I met this guy on Match who is new to Boston the way I was a year ago. We'd been messaging/texting for about 2 weeks, so I invited him to an impromptu hangout session with friends. The next day, we stuck to our original first date plan of visiting the ICA and having a lunch brunch. We were affectionate, but not in a vulgar way. It felt really nice. Anyway, we had a really great time and had great chemistry, so naturally, I caved when he put the moves on me and we had sex. 3 times in one afternoon. Ooh. All right. I'm pretty comfortable with my sexuality and I enjoy having sex, so when I feel comfortable enough to have sex with someone, I just do. No regrets. And definitely none of that is it too soon mental anguish. Okay, girl. The problem is that later that night, after I got home, I saw he was online now, on Match. Paranoia overwhelmed me. How could he be online already? Never mind the fact that I was too, just to see if he was online. We had talked about how much he wanted to explore Boston with me and get to know me better and put the kibosh on Match so he could focus on me. The next day I sent him a sexy text, which I never do, but we had such a good romp in the sack that I didn't think anything of it. And he responded that he had a headache and was starting to get sick, but that he'd feel better the next day and see me as planned for dinner. I don't know why, but I emotionally snapped. Okay. I uninvited him to dinner the following night and then sent a snappy text back. I think I felt rejected that I had put myself out there and went and sent a sexy text message. Oh my God. Put myself out there and sent a sexy text message, but got such a robotic, non-emotional, non-sexual response, and was all of a sudden blind to the good things I liked about him. And in his defense, my text was sexy, which he probably interpreted to mean I wanted to see him that night, which actually is not what I meant, since I knew I'd be seeing him the next night. Girl, you're rambling. My perspective is that he came on really strong, really quick. He talked about me helping him shop for Boston winter clothes, helping him with furniture. Since in my profile I mentioned interior design as a hobby. I was frozen out. I called him the next morning. I was surprised he actually picked up the phone and he tried to explain, but he said it was too much for him. He ended the call with, "I'll call you later," but obviously he hasn't, and I haven't contacted him again because I'm just not that desperate. However, I thought about this guy every day since, and I regret my overreaction. Would it be ridiculous for me to reach out to him again? I've read so much about dating, and I buy into he's just not that into you for when a guy does not contact me, but is it over? If so, fine, I concede, and I've learned my lesson again. If I do reach out, how do I do so in a way he would hopefully respond to? Please help. Signed, Here We Go Again. Number 1, girl, you are too long-winded. That was too much to read. But first thing that stands out to me, just to jump the gun here, is in the closing of your letter, you went back and forth, back and forth. You understand that you know this nigga don't like you, but you like, but I want to call him back. But I don't want to call him back. I know he don't like me, but I want to call him back. And what should I say when I call him back? Girl, look, he don't like you. You acted like a total spaz hat. You had sex with this dude one time and then started acting like his wife. Okay? You freaked him out. He seen you exposed yourself. You showed him who you really were too soon, and he was like, bye. Basically. Sorry, girl. Fix that in yourself. Number 1, you can't expect to be stable when it comes to meeting guys if you fuck people that soon. There's too many penises and too many energies going up in you. And that's going to make you unstable in the mind. That's why you fucking flipped out when you seen he was online. Did it ever occur to you that maybe he went online to see if you was online, dummy? I'm just saying. Right. If you got something to say to her, you can say it.
What stuck out to me was I fuck guys with no regrets.
Okay,
when I want to have sex, I just have sex.
Without conscience,
so,
but I have a conscience.
But you just contradicted yourself because you had sex with this guy and you fell, head over heels? You know what I'm saying? Because he beat the whole walls loose that day. 3 times. Like, come on, man. So, listen. Some advice to the ladies. No matter how good the sex is when you first meet a guy, don't let it make you emotional. Don't get all clingy. Don't get all, you know, let him still chase you. You know what I mean? Because that's what guys expect. You know, a lot of dudes are young, especially at this age. They're young, they're players, they move to a new city. They're looking for some new pussy. He ain't looking to settle down.
Right,
You know,
he just got there.
He just got there.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? And you probably pulled out all the tricks because you wasn't, you know, you fell in love.
Because you're thirsty. You
know
come
what I'm
off
saying?
as thirsty.
You can't, and that's another thing. You can't pull out all the tricks in like a week. You know, on this
the first
dude.
time y'all had sex,
you can't be eating booty and shit like in a week.
tossing
bruh.
salads.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
You can't be swallowing balls, nigga, and letting the nigga skeet all over you and all kind of weird shit.
Okay,
Like,
man.
you know, say some of that shit.
Can't
like,
squirt on the first date.
Oh man, you know, first thing niggas do, tell their homeboys, hey, oh, you won't believe this shit, bro. Like, what dude want to make a chick his wife or his main lady
When she swallowed your dick, balls, and licked your ass all at the same time in the same
within a
move.
week?
Yeah.
Come on, dog. Come on.
You done gave him everything.
You done gave him all. You done gave it all to him.
And then
You know
you
what I'm
texting him the next day, yeah, I want to swallow your dick again, or
Yeah,
whatever you
sending
texted
them
him.
sexy pictures.
That
and
might
shit.
have scared him
I
off.
usually don't do this. You're lying.
Okay, bitch,
That's a
really?
lie.
I
Fucking
don't
liar.
usually. Girl, all the stuff you wrote, just like that Craigslist ad that you showed me, or whatever ad that was, whenever you see them ads where it's like long as hell, you know the person's full of shit.
Oh, yeah.
I think you're full of shit.
Saying extra shit.
Here we go again.
Like, oh, I usually don't do this.
I usually don't do this.
You're a liar.
Girl, good night. Yes, you do.
You're a liar.
Yes, you do. Okay?
First of all, don't give it up so easy.
Mm.
Second of all, if you do give it
She
up,
talking about I just do it, no regrets, and definitely none of that. Is it too soon? Mental anguish. Girl, you just anguished yourself. You fucked him and got home and see. Let me see if he online. You lying to yourself. You cur.
and
You
like,
cur.
what was you doing online? Back on Match. How we know
To see
you
if he
wasn't
was
on
on
Match?
low. That's what she said. To see
Matching
if he
up
was
with
online.
another nigga.
Okay, man.
You know what I'm saying? We
Is
don't
your
know if you
walls
lying.
loose enough, Lucy?
Yeah, them walls was probably too loose.
Mm.
You feel
What
me?
wall? Ain't no walls, bitch.
And if Buddy hasn't contacted you back yet, you know.
There was no walls. That's why he didn't call you
Yeah,
back.
man,
You
you
had no
know.
walls.
And,
Every
you know,
man likes a challenge. Every man wants some walls.
Exactly. Every man wants some walls.
Why you think niggas always talk about hitting your walls all the time? Because they like walls, girl. Jeez.
Exactly.
2 and 2 together. Well, here we go again. No shade, girl. We just keeping it real because we're your friends and we're gonna be honest and tell you. Or I'm gonna tell you how I would tell my homegirl. Like, girl, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna call a spade. You being a hoe.
Yeah.
Okay, you be a hoe-ish. I'll say you being hoe-ish. You be a
I would
hoe-ish.
tell my sister, my daughter, or someone close to my family, a niece, or whatever, you know, if they were at that age, how men are and how they handle things. And if you give it up too quick, and you
They're like, oh, she's a disposable bitch, like a
right,
Swiffer.
right, and you
I throw these away.
giving up all the tricks on the first night.
Hmm.
Come on, nah, bruh.
Super sizing his value meal.
Who else she doing this shit to? You know,
Or not even who else.
And then
I bet she do this shit to everybody. This
and
bitch
then
a hooker.
Then you come out the mouth and be like, "Oh, you know, I ain't never did this to nobody else." Like,
Yeah.
say that shit. Say that shit.
That's just opposite day, you know?
Nobody believes you. You don't even believe you. You know that shit a lot. Ain't no nigga gonna believe you.
You lying to him, yourself, and you lying to us by
That's
writing
right.
us this 3-paragraph motherfucking Aaliyah
I
4-page
just
letter.
have sex with no regrets.
Don't call him because he don't want to get with you or talk to you. Take a
Give it
moment and sit down, maybe even lay down.
Yeah, man.
And, you know, think about what you're doing and how it's working out for
let
you
your
right
coo-
now.
let your
Because to
cooch-
me, it doesn't look like
Let
it
your
is.
cooch tighten
girl.
up a little bit. You know,
Yeah.
go get some tightening cream. Let it tighten up a little bit.
Child.
Your shit
Or
loose
just
right now.
relax. Just sit
Yeah,
down and
listen,
relax.
No regrets.
Let it cool off.
That's right.
Sit it on the charger and leave it alone.
And he probably saw your friends with mutts too.
Damn.
Yeah, we went out with some friends, and yeah, he probably
Suck
seen
some
some of your
dicks.
friends. Yeah.
Toss some salads. Didn't give a fuck about it. Because, you know. YOLO.
You only live once, huh?
You only yo ho. You only ho once.
Yeah.